Have you considered how often B2B technology deals are lost to no decision? Or how expensive it is to lose those opportunities? Consider this. When tech deals stall late in the sales process, vendors have already spent substantial time and money trying to convince buyers to move forward. In some cases, lost sales can cost more than the deals that close. So you end up with a high cost of sale and no revenue. Yet vendors tend to spend more resources positioning against competitors than on solving the no decision problem. So how big is this problem? A recent study found that buying committees with more than 5 people fail to reach decisions on 59% of the deals they consider because they can't reach consensus. And this problem is likely to get worse because at most financial institutions, buying committees are growing. Last year, more than half of large technology deals at banks involved committees of at least 10 people. Not all buying committees are this big, but nevertheless, losing deals to no decision is expensive. So why is this happening? These buyers are trying to address vexing business problems from multiple points of view. In the process, they have to overcome interdepartmental biases and hidden agendas. But salespeople can be oblivious to the internal buyer conversations. Sales blindly pitches features and pricing, expecting the product to sell itself, unaware of the substantial obstacles faced by their buyers internally. Buyers aren't just buying a set of features, they're convincing an organization to embrace change. They have to overcome organizational inertia and fear. They also have to develop a compelling business case that satisfies competing interests across the organization, and they have to move everyone past the fear of failure. Understanding what's happening with buyers at each stage in their process will help your sales team influence decisions and close more deals. Let's drill into those buying stages. At the awareness stage, buyers set business goals. They also identify obstacles to achieving those goals. They turn to industry thought leadership, case studies, and conferences to help them understand their issues. This can also make them aware of unrecognized needs. They're unlikely to seek this information on your website, so make sure they can find it in other places. PR and outbound marketing are the most useful at this stage. Recent studies have debunked the idea that buyers don't want to interact with sales at this point. They do want to talk if the salesperson can bring insights that help them understand their needs and options, gather competitive intelligence, and consider the fallout from doing nothing. Your marketing and sales team should work in tandem to deliver this insight. The research stage is a long and complicated process. Buyers are trying to unravel complex and multi-layered issues, and there appears to be a myriad of options for solving the problems. They'll be talking to peers, they'll be searching online, and eventually they'll create a list of options. In this process, they'll find content about possible solutions in many places. It's also likely that multiple committee members are searching and they're coming up with different answers. If your content answers their questions across multiple channels and multiple viewpoints, they'll be more likely to discover and consider your approach. The evaluation stage is where buyers narrow down their shortlist and assess the technical, business, and financial feasibility of shortlisted options. Now, competing interests start to rise up. Fear increases as decisions loom. Here, your internal advocates will need help finding common ground on which to build consensus. So your content should educate advocates. Help them build a compelling business case. Arm them with persuasive tools. Help them convince other stakeholders that your solution is the best and safest choice. At the commitment stage, buyers are starting to worry about making a bad decision. The more fearful they become, the more the status quo starts looking more attractive. There are many places where things can go wrong if buyers make a bad decision. So, help them manage risk, define workflow changes, plan the implementation, and prepare for organizational change. Help all of the committee members overcome their unique objections and fears. Give them confidence that they can guide their organization through the necessary changes. Throughout all of these stages, sales and marketing should be working in tandem to provide the information buyers need to make these difficult decisions. Ask yourself, how would your bottom line be affected if you could reduce your no decision loss rate by just 10%? Isn't that worth investing in a strategy that helps your buyers? For more information and several valuable tools to help you reduce your no decision rate, visit www.propelgrowth.com/no decision.